Hey everybody, Bill back with Conrail Butler branch. This is our CTC panel project right here. So this is a 16 gauge steel got from Menards. You can get it from probably any other big box, building store. Anyhow, so everything we laid out, all the horizontal and vertical lines. Then we center punched where we needed to put in holes and drill the appropriate holes. So these are down here. These are maintainer call lights. This row right here is your code buttons. The next row is your call-ons, and then you got your signal levers, switch levers, and then these are toggles for maintainer call toggles. And then up here, you can see the model board. It's been painted white, and we put in where all the OS and block track lights are at. And then also the holes way up there. These are office indication lights. So everything's been drilled to the appropriate size. We got the model board painted white, so we'll let it dry. And then we'll come in here with 1/4 inch wide tape, and we'll fill the track plan in again. And like I said, and put the little signals in, stuff like that. We'll do a little video on that. But we'll let it dry, and then we'll paint it black, and then pull the tape off. And we'll end up with something that looks like this right here. So moving right along. So I'll go down in the garage here and set my camera up, and we'll show you how we do these signal and switch lever plates. So hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Right down here in the garage here on the workbench. So earlier I took the switch and signal levers, and I put a coat of flat black on them. They are 3D printed, so if you use a glossy, it can show the lines. You barely see maybe right there. But with the flat black, you don't get the lines, the print lines showing up too bad. So here's how I do this. So I took a little piece of painter's tape, and I made a little T thing here, and stuck it on back just to make a little handle. All right. So the first thing I do is I'll zoom out here a little bit. So the first thing I do is I get real clean plate paper, brand new clean paper, and you're going to need to change this fairly often. I take spray paint, and I just kind of put a little bit down on the actual paper like that. And then I kind of just tap it in there like a rubber stamp. All right. Now, then what I do is I leave it in the paint. There's just a little bit. You can barely probably see any of it. You can just start to see it's kind of sticking to the raised areas there. But what I like to do is then kind of mist along the sides here like this, so that we get these outer edges. So now you can see that the edges are a little bit shinier, I guess you could say. And you can kind of dab it around in that paint like this. Now you're starting to get a little bit more. All right. So let me check these edges here real quick. So I want to just give it a little bit more of a mist here, like this, on down each side like that. And then you grab that quickly and just kind of pat it around here on these different surfaces, and you can start to see a little bit more of it coming through, just like so. All right. And it's, like I said, it's real important to kind of keep it in the flat spots, or on a real flat surface. You can actually start to see like where it's starting to really stick to it. So this is switch 29. So we'll give her a little bit more paint, a little bit more, and then we'll just kind of tap it around in that wet paint. And you don't want to, and one thing, you don't try to go straight up and down as much as you possibly can. If you get too heavy of a paint, or too heavy a paint down and you slide it, then it'll kind of gather up and it'll kind of bubble up on or bubble up on the sides. So we'll give her another little coat here, and again and that's probably going to be plenty of paint right there. All right, so then we'll turn this over and voila. Now you see that black area on that big silver, or right down here, well, it's down here by my thumb. You kind of see a little bit of black area that's kind of exposed. Now there's another plate that goes over the top of that, so I'm not really worried about that actually getting covered or coated really well, because that will get covered up. But as you can see, that's a pretty nice looking switch lever number. So we'll give her a few more little taps here. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks real nice. So anyhow, that's how we do our switch and signal levers, maintainer calls. Again, these are from Scott Schrader at AES Enterprises. Also, probably the best way to get a hold of them, though, is to go on to the JLC Enterprise site, which is Bruce Chubb's CMRI, and email him there. Try to make contact with there if you're interested in these signals and switch levers and stuff like that. So, all right, well, I got about 24 of things to paint up, so I'll end the video here, and just want to show you that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.